Good morning, everybody. I am starting off my work week. Well, it's a Monday. We're gonna do very little work today. I really just need to edit the vlog and get that up because, quite frankly, I'm tired and need to just kind of take care of myself today. But I do need to edit the vlog. I do have some writing I want to do. I need to schedule tomorrow's podcast. So I had planned to walk to a coffee shop that was kind of an 8-minute walk away, but she's raining outside and it doesn't look like it's gonna stop. I'll show you. Really can't see it on camera, but it's just kind of a constant flow of rain and the clouds are ominous. So I need to decide if I'm going to take a car to a coffee shop elsewhere. There's so many good cafes here. It feels like a shame to just go to the one in the hotel. But at the same time, it is almost 9, which is, I've been up since 5:30 and I'm pretty hungry. And so I don't want to make it more complicated than it has to be. And I'm honestly feeling just kind of pretty emotional today. I had FaceTimed with the boys and couldn't stop crying. I think I just miss them. I think 2 weeks is a really long time. I know I'm not going to regret it. I know it's going to be great. And even if it's not, it's an experience that I'm happy to have had. But I'm just feeling a little weather worn, I think. A little just... it's a lot to juggle, work, navigating a new place, while trying to maintain the same level of productivity, while also trying to stay in constant communication with my family as much as I can because I love them and I miss them. It just kind of makes time really full. And I feel I'm not ever alone. I think I came here, it's a weird feeling. I haven't really had time to just kind of be here. And I think part of that, no offense, is I'm vlogging every day and I know I could take a day off and that would be totally fine. I think what I'll do instead is just take larger chunks of the day off, my vlogs have been 30 minutes long. They don't have to be that long. I don't have to document every little thing that I do or think or feel. I can just kind of have some days where I do less. And I think that's probably the route I will take. Just because I want to make sure that I'm present, with the experience that I'm having. But either way, I think what I really need to do today is just let myself feel. I think I've been trying to not feel things ever since I had that massage. I think, and quite frankly, there was a comment made before that at the shaman. I was with another person from the States and we were talking about going through hard things and they were describing very specific things. And then she said, thank God I've never gone through anything that horrible. And I have gone through what she was talking about. And I think that was the first moment that I started to feel an emotion that I tried to ignore. And I think ever since then, my body's been poking at me to just kind of acknowledge that. So I think I'm going to take some time to just kind of allow myself to feel, allow myself to not do this the perfect, most exciting way, because I feel this pressure to go to the best places and go to all the places. I need to relieve myself of that right now and just go get some food in my body and some coffee, feel my feelings, and then decide from there what I'm going to do. I think that has to be the plan. So I'm just practicing it all in real time, guys. All the things that I've been trying to learn all the years. All right. Second, I might go walk there, and it's raining too much.
something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy, on tiptoes.
So I am stopping for coffee at this place called Beige. I remember looking it up when it's right across the street from my original villa, which is apparently just down the street from my new hotel. And I thought like that's where I would probably go get coffee every day. So I'm excited to be stopping in. And then we're just gonna go back to the hotel. It's about 12:31 maybe. And the main thing to do here is to eat and drink things. So I've kind of I'm tapping myself out on that at this point. So I think I'm gonna go try and get some pool time in while the video for tomorrow uploads to YouTube. And then I'll maybe read my book. I just started reading Carrie Soto by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So yeah, that should be a good little afternoon.
A bigger scale, the world in hands. As we go. I wouldn't want it any other way. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy, tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond road. Dreamy, breezy,
Ignore my sweaty self, okay? It's just, you're probably used to it by now, honestly. So I'm back at the hotel, and I was thinking about how much better I already feel about Canggu, and how like I know that that's gonna happen. Where Obi and I have like kind of like a joke in our life that we like to reference when we're feeling this way, like going to a new place, being there for the first day, feeling like overwhelmed, feeling like you don't know if it's going to be a good experience. And that's when he and I went to Iceland. And when we first got to Reykjavik, we thought like first of all, we stayed outside of the town, so we didn't really know, how to get in to town. So we walked all the way into town, which turns out we could have easily taken a bus and should have taken a bus. But we did all of that, and then when we get there, it feels really small. Like we're like, is this like one little courtyard area where we went straight to our coffee shop that we knew we wanted to go to. And we thought like, this place is really small, and we've booked our entire trip in this one city, and like there's not going to be that much to see. Like we felt like the entire city was like one square. And then like if you've ever been to Reykjavik, like it's not like that. It's like not a giant city, but it's more than we saw in a week. We couldn't see everything we wanted to see even. So all of that to say, once we like got our bearings, like the next day, it started to make sense to us. And we were able to really like see it in context to other things. And the idea of it being just that one square seems ridiculous. But that day it felt so real. Like this entire city is so tiny. Like how are we gonna, how are we gonna do this? But it ended up not being that way. And I think that's how it always feels the first day you go to a new place, is like, is this what it's gonna be like? And it's never is. It's always more complex than that, and usually more fun than that. And also on a travel day, no matter how big or small the trip is, like I'm personally tired and a little hungry and grumpy and disoriented. And you're just trying to like get a sense of where you are and what's real and like what to expect. And I'm always a little bit like discouraged, but the reality is like it's always so much better than that. And that's how Canggu is going for me so far. So it's definitely a different trip than Ubud was. It's much more like get coffee, eat lunch, get coffee. Other people who drink, kind of go out to have drinks later. I'm me, I don't know. Bunch of beach clubs. Like I looked at my to-do list, like Ubud, my list of things to do was like so long, but my list of places to eat was like this long. And it's swapped here, where like my list of things to do is like one temple, mostly beach clubs, which I, may or may not do all of those. And then places to eat though was just like, it's infinite, like infinite. Within like a 10-minute walk of my house, there's probably, of where I'm staying, there's probably 30, 40 good coffee shops, maybe more than that. Like it's everywhere. And like most restaurants serve coffee, like decent coffee. It's fascinating. Which was like that new, but like most of the restaurants served like a decent cappuccino that I went to, at least. And most of the coffee shops served food as well. But here it's on another level. So I think most of what we're gonna be doing in Canggu is like cafe touring, which I'm not mad about. Especially with working, it's like a really good way to travel and work at the same time. So I think we're gonna have a great experience. Also, hotel-wise, I was kind of feeling like I don't want to spend a ton of time in my room here. And I was kind of like, oh no, like how am I gonna rest? Well, but I think like that's not gonna be a problem. And the grounds of my hotel are so beautiful. There's 2 pools. One is an infinity pool where you can like see the ocean in the background. There's like lots of places to sit in the lobby. There's 2 restaurants. There's like multiple bar type situations. So there's plenty here for me. So yeah, I'm feeling much more acclimated and optimistic, and very much like I want to be at the pool. It is raining. It started raining on me on my walk back from the coffee shop, but I feel like I can swim in the rain, and I can just put my stuff in like the covered area and then swim in the rain. I don't think that'll be a problem. It might not be raining right now.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat. Drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home.
right, friends, it is about 5 p.m. and I am very hungry. We're gonna go get dinner. I have a place picked out that I want to go. I don't know if it's like a place I need to have reservations, so we're just gonna wing it, try, and you know, hope for the best. And if that doesn't work out, I can always come back to the hotel or, yeah, do something else. But yeah, I waited way too long. Like I should, I'm like so hungry. But let's go. Okay, so the original place I was going to go to is closed, like temporarily closed. Second place I looked up is 30 minutes away, which is too many minutes away. And so now I'm walking to an Italian place that's like 4 minutes up the road. So wish me luck.
About you. Ooh, I'm wishing that you knew that I'm thinking about you. I see that smile on your face. You told me about the hidden place. Something in the atmosphere. You always hear, you always see.
Turns out I love Canggu. Oops, when we had like talked this morning, he said like he probably would have wanted to leave the villa too, like with the bug spray situation and the bathroom situation. That made me feel good. I worry a lot about being dramatic or overreacting, and so I need a lot of reassurance that I'm just normal. And all that to say, I had a really great day. I think this is gonna be like a foodie trip. This part of the experience is gonna be more about the food and the drink, which is actually pretty conducive to working, because I can just take it with me on those experiences. So that all works out great. Things about Canggu. One thing that's great is that everything's super walkable to my hotel. I really think I could spend the entire trip in my neighborhood and not run out of things that are new to see. That being said, the problem with that is that like if it's raining or it's dark and I don't want to walk, like maybe I don't feel like safe walking or I don't want to get super wet, it feels a little bit ridiculous to order a car to do that. It's not ridiculous in the sense that like I don't feel like I don't have a problem with it. The cars are like $3 here, but I just feel like I'm being judged by the driver, which I just need to get over. That's the point on that. The other thing is that in Ubud, I never felt uncomfortable with men there. Like as a woman, I felt like everyone was like not giving off a lot of like sexual energy. It felt really like respectful and honestly like asexual, if I'm honest. Like I didn't get a lot of like discomfort, you know, but it's different here. And I'm sure it's like maybe partially because of, I don't know why actually, I'm not gonna make a guess. But walking down the street, like men are trying to make eye contact with me. They're like smiling at me. I got catcalled by like a truck guy driving a truck. Like it's like totally different. And I don't feel quite as comfortable like walking at night by myself, which is kind of sad, you know? I really like, that was something I really appreciated in Ubud, is like how safe I felt and how like not sexualized I felt. That has changed being here. But in general, it's like a very different experience. It's much more westernized. It's like way more tourists here, way less like, it feels way less like spiritual, but you know, that's also like interesting to explore and to experience. I also really love good food and good coffee. So I'm gonna have a great time here, I think. I also love the pool at our hotel. That was really cool, and I think we're gonna have a great time. Obi said this morning, because I was feeling kind of like, you know, maybe I made a mistake by coming to this city. Maybe I should have gone somewhere more remote. And I was just kind of like wrestling with that. And I was also wrestling with just like deeply missing him and Ford. He was like, I hope today surprises you with how pleasant it is. And it did. And I was like, you manifested that for me. And I really appreciated that. So, all in all, pretty good first day. I'm not mad at it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Technically, tomorrow for me is book release day, although it won't be until Wednesday for me, really, if that makes sense. It releases on Tuesday for you, Wednesday for me, but I'm gonna we'll see. I'll save it for Wednesday, like my little celebration or whatever. But yeah, we're doing it. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna call my boys, tell them good morning so they can tell me good night, and I will see ya tomorrow.